Hello guys, today we are playing Belladonna. This is my first video for this Let's Play. Normally I stick with Twitch. Let's see how this goes. There's a giraffe on the phone. That was a giraffe. Oh, so how did I know? Ooh.
Oh, the physical sensation. Pain? I'm alive? That's odd. I
Are you
don't
alive?
feel alive. What's going on? I have no memories of anything before this point in time. My mind is tabula rasa, yet I have a language. I
What's
seem to be in
tabula
some
rasa?
laboratory of sorts. Maybe I can find out what happened if I look around.
Okay. I don't know, let's check out this shining journal page.
There's a handwritten note here. Maybe it can shed some light on my situation.
Yeah, I sure hope so. It is with shaky hands and heavy heart beats that I gather before me the instruments of my last desperate attempt. I found myself on the threshold of my toils, a turning point. Where shall I fail tonight? I doubt I shall find the strength and resolve to continue. At my feet now lays the lifeless remains of Belladonna. Blah 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 blah. I think you can read that. There's a pause, right? Pause. Alright, we got. Check out the stretcher.
My very first memory is waking up on this thing. Before that, nothing.
It's like that question
wonder
mark
what I
girl on
am.
Reddit, or whatever it was. I think it was on Reddit.
Now is not the time.
But you don't want to hit the switch.
A torture device turned into a strange machine. What kind of place is this?
Check if it's still got the spikes in it. I'm gonna open it up.
There's a screwdriver in this toolbox. Better take it.
Yeah, you can get that shit off your head. Galvanic experiment.
It looks like the legs of a frog hooked up with wires. And I'm pretty sure it moves when I'm not watching.
Just when you're not watching?
I love magnets.
That's nice to know.
A human skull or a paperweight.
Well, I'm gonna guess it's a human skull, maybe yours.
It's a brain in a jar.
That's
I
also
wonder what
probably
it's
yours.
thinking.
I mean, you got turned into some Clockwork Mechanaria.
I have no idea what's inside of this, but it glows. That is one ugly gargoyle. Looks like a George to me.
Saying all Georges are ugly? No, Ray don't like her. Oh, exit.
The door
Okay,
won't
game's
budge.
over.
It seems to be barred from the other side. I might be able to unscrew these hinges, though.
Well, that's a nice tip.
The screws on these hinges are rusty and stuck. I need some lubricant to loosen them up. With such a multitude of jars and bottles, at least one must have some sort of oil in it.
Yeah, I would hope so. Maybe the one marked vial of oil.
This oil looks expensive. Let's waste it.
This oil looks expensive. Let's waste it.
I smeared some oil on the rusty screws. That should loosen them up.
I just realized part of me is disappearing. That looks weird. Just adjust it. Real time. That's better. Yeah, my preview doesn't look weird now.
I'm free.
Oh, great. Now the game's over. Nope.
What a dedicated knight to guard a damp dungeon like this. Maybe he was demoted. Maybe he likes the dark.
Maybe he was bought
Maybe
off
he's
eBay.
secretly a poet. I bet his name is Roland.
Just gonna name everything.
Another piece of paper. This was written long before
I
the
thought it was
last
a whole
one.
book. Blah blah blah. Rat alive. Get some sleep as soon as the rat's heart stops beating. Close. Look, a bed. We can get some sleep.
It looks like someone has been sleeping quite a lot in this sorry excuse for a bed, and it was hardly the suit of armor. But why would someone choose to sleep down here?
I don't know.
More writings from the lonely doctor.
Blah 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 blah. Look, another exit. With a keyhole.
Another locked door. Let's take a peek through. This is brilliant, but how will I get the magnet out there and then back again? I need longer arms. I wonder if I can get a refund on this stitched together body of mine. This is brilliant. It's the key I'm after. I can't.
Okay, I guess we need to make something to retrieve it. Go down, down. Can I take anything off the suit of armor? Attach that to the
Hello,
magnet.
Roland. I need something else.
About...
I don't know why I thought that would work.
I don't know either.
Nothing happens. Interesting.
Fine. Let's see what we got. Anything else in the toolbox? Bone saw.
Ooh, surgical tools. Shiny. The toolbox is empty.
A whole box for one screwdriver. Bookshelf.
Books. A lot of natural philosophy and chemistry. Something by an M.W. Shelley.
Mary Shelley. Frankenstein. Kinda like you. I'm not seeing anything that could be used to make that magnet bigger unless it lets me combine these two.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How about that stick that's sitting there? That might work.
There's a long stick here. Perhaps it was used to try to chase away rats when trying to sleep. Look, I can attach the magnet to the end of this stick.
Well, ain't that convenient?
Another locked door. Let's take a
You
peek.
said that already.
Let's hope this works. Haha, just as planned.
Beautiful animations. What's that spot behind me? Oh, that's the book.
I got the basement key.
Alright, now why didn't you just use it right away? Give me extra steps. Come on, let me be lazy. Another journal page.
More letters. Has he figured it out yet?
What, that you're not reading them?
A couple of cogwheels on the floor. They must have fallen off the mechanism when the door slammed shut. I wonder
Oh,
if I
yeah.
can put them
What's up?
back.
I'm guessing that goes on that one. It's gotta go on the square one. They gave me nice music to listen to.
A big and heavy candlestick. It looks like there used to be 2 of them. The doctor is losing it. He's just scribbling down nonsense by now. What will he do if he ever acts on his wild suspicions? It's a mortar, and they seem to belong here, but I'll remember where they are in case I need them another time.
Okay.
It's warm. I haven't realized until now just how cold my body is. The label says Dr. Wolfram von Trauerschloss. So this is the man who brings the dead back to life. He looks as though he would have been handsome once. The story is so sad. I don't even know if I want to read this one.
So you pick it up and read it.
A beautiful china bowl. It looks hand-painted.
And yeah, let's just take
The name on the
random
plaque
bowl.
is Lucas von Trauerschloss. This must be the ashes of Wolfram's son.
Anything else in this room? Fireplace.
It's warm.
Oh yeah.
I haven't realized until now. A dead body.
Oh, that's a Trauerschloss. Probably Trauerschloss. However the hell you say that.
It's the body of Dr. von Trauerschloss.
Trauerschloss.
He's dead. And what's more, he's been murdered.
It was
But
Trauerschloss.
who could have done this?
In the stairway.
There must be
with
some
the
clues
candlestick.
around. The missing candlestick. And it seems to be the murder weapon. The body is still warm. He cannot have been dead. There's a letter clutched in his hand. His final word.
Is it a clue? Wasn't a clue.
This letter is signed Belladonna. I've been waiting to hear the other side of this story.
It's Belladonna complaining about the experiments.
It's an old clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Okay. Go to the study. Why are we carrying the candlestick with us?
A stuffed
more?
raven atop a bust of Pallas Athena. What a cheerful decoration. Let's call them Annabelle and Dupin.
Overdoing it a little bit with the Poe references there.
The doctor's handwriting. I know it well by now.
Oh, he created a new wife. Belladonna. This must be Belladonna.
Another portrait. It says her name is Franziska Canosa, an old relative, no doubt.
Never
But I wonder
mind.
how she relates to the von Trauerschloss family.
I don't know, maybe she kept them.
Look at all these old toys. Wind-up dolls, music boxes, and mechanical trains all around. I think this used to be a private hobby of the eccentric Dr. Wolfram's, before he got into the whole corpse business.
So
I should sit down and write a story. But with all these journals and diary pages lying around, seems like I already may have.
write
Look,
'em.
a perfect sphere.
Called the globe.
Let's see if I can get 2 parallel lines to intersect.
Check out the ladder.
I'm not going near that horrible cat. I'll have to get rid of it somehow if I want to proceed.
Bone saw.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
No duh.
That won't work. Interesting, but no. I'm not going near that horrible cat. I'll have to get rid of it somehow if I want to proceed.
She really does not like the cat.
That's a lot of books. Imagine you had books filled with every possible combination of letters. I wonder how much room they would take. There's a finite amount of letters, but unless we acknowledge a maximum length of a word, there would still be an infinite number of combinations, and the library would have to be infinitely large.
I was actually about to say that. See if we can put that candlestick back. If that does anything.
That makes no sense.
That's where it was. Fine. Just go to the living room, I guess.
This room looks completely abandoned. I suppose this is what happens when you're down to a skeleton crew of only one maid, no matter how fantastic she is. Another journal page. This one has drops of blood on it.
Let's think, remember, hands, fingers. Right words. Words. Hate. That's what it said. Anything else in this room?
This room looks...
Oop. Anything else on Don Dr. Schlauer's Lost?
There's something in his pocket. It's a small, delicate key. He kept it in the pocket closest to his heart. I wonder what it unlocks.
See anything else? Wound.
The back of his head has been cracked open by a heavy blow.
Probably from the
He couldn't have seen the
canister.
attack coming. He was dead before he knew what happened. So, he trusted his assailant then? Was it me? I have no
Yes,
memories from my
totally.
life
You
before.
just woke
Maybe
up.
it was I who killed him. But then, how was I brought back?
I don't know, probably by the person who killed him.
These are the hands that give life. Talk about meeting your maker.
Anything else about blood?
Blood is flowing from a wound in his skull. I wonder if he was alive when he was killed, or if he was just a mechanical cadaver like me. There is no clockwork or artificial parts that I can see.
I can't see
But
him
how can you
either.
tell?
I don't know, crack his skull open more. Actually, no, not to the backyard. What kind of place is this guy living in?
One more Belladonna letter. Let's read about this Clara figure.
I ain't reading. I don't know which one it is.
There's a bottle of milk
Oh,
out
for
here.
the kitty.
I wonder how long it's been here. At any rate, it's frozen completely solid. No wonder in this cold. It says, Snowflake the pet cat. How cute. The stone is so old and the name is worn off. The tombstone says Clara Stieber. This must be the grave of the wonderful maid I've heard so much about.
Maybe it's
I
you.
can't help but notice that it's been emptied. The tombstone says Clara Stieber. This must be the grave... A note.
Something keeps flashing on my screen. while I'm out here. The hell is that screeching noise? Alright, so... Come on. So, warm up the milk. Put it in the bowl. And give it to the kitty.
I'll let it stand by the fire for a while. It's thawed. The milk is now in liquid form.
That didn't take very long. Now.
The milk pours easily.
Now we can set it somewhere for Mr. Kitty Cat.
Okay, so I can give delicious milk to my fearsome adversary, but why would I want to do that? This creature has nothing but scorn for me. It would just take my milk and keep attacking me afterwards. Unthankful thing.
Where do you want to put it then? Put it by the clock? Keep Mr. Kitty away?
That makes no sense.
Where are we putting it then? Come on, you gotta help me out here.
I need something else. That makes no sense.
Where do we put the milk? Do we put it by the fire?
That makes no sense.
You're making no sense.
I don't know why I thought that would work.
Shut up, just work.
Nothing happens.
Mix some ashes into
Interesting, but no. I need something else.
it. Try it with the portrait, I guess.
I don't know why I thought that would work. Interesting, but no.
Oh, she wanted to see more of that wound. We have a bone saw.
Come to think of it, I don't even know if this is the first time I was brought back to life. Maybe I've died and been revived several times and did this in an early...
Okay, take that as a no. Let's,
Interesting, but no.
what can I put in the milk? Put it in the backyard and the cat will find it? I don't know. What is that screeching?
I don't know why I thought that would work.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
I need something else.
Put it by a small grave?
Interesting, but no.
Come on, give it a little case of milk. Okay, let's go this way. We're gonna leave. Oh, we can. There's a greenhouse.
Yes, those are indeed boxes. More letters. Can someone tell me what happened to poor Clara?
I don't know, maybe you killed her. Plant.
A plant, a natural object, standing in a pot, a man-made object. The plant can consume nutrition and grow bigger, and the pot can't. Neither of them can think. So what about me then? I can think, I know that. But am I natural or man-made?
Probably a bit of both.
An ordinary
Some
pot
pot.
with some dirt in it. Isn't this a perfectly sufficient tool for creating beautiful life? This lantern might prove to be the very first thing that actually manages to shed some light on my situation. I'll keep it.
Okay. We are taking a lantern, apparently. Basket.
Nothing inside.
Okay.
Belladonna. This little plant has caused a lot of trouble. For a flower, it's not particularly beautiful, but for a murder weapon, it sure is.
Oh. Oh.
I think I see where this is going. But I'll need to grind the plant into a powder first. Didn't I see a mortar somewhere in the house?
We are not killing the kitty.
Look, a journal page was hiding behind the plant.
We got the kitty. There's a mausoleum over here.
What a marvelous mausoleum. The plaque says, Francisca Canosa. This must be the resting place of the lady from the portrait in the study. 2 statues of angels. It seems a bit paradoxical to create statues depicting something that's supposed to be immaterial. Let's call them Justifer and Phi.
You just love naming stuff, don't you? Guess we're going to go kill Mr. Kitty. See what's in here. Doesn't want to go there. Just grind up the whole thing. Pot and all.
Let's grind this plant into powder.
Where'd we get the vial from?
Is this how Clara died?
Oh, yeah. That cat's not gonna notice the little skull smoke coming out of it. Not at all. It'll be fine. Little skull smoke never hurt anybody.
Yes, this should put an end to the grim reign of this beast.
Fuck you.
Look, it's a key, and it has a funny tassel attached to it. No wonder the cat wanted to play with it. The animal must have managed to steal a key somehow. Thaw the milk, grind the leaves, poison the cat. That was a lot of work to inspect this rather uninteresting ladder.
You don't say.
This is strange. This is Belladonna's signature, but the handwriting is just wrong.
Looks like she tried to kill herself.
The door is locked.
Got 2 keys. Why don't you just check them? There. You happy? Look, another journal page. Yeah, same handwriting for Belladonna. Oh, someone's getting some bad luck.
The mirror is completely shattered. I think someone in here didn't really like their reflection.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a big wardrobe. I bet
Open
you
it.
could hide a corpse in there. Actually, I better not open it and check.
Well, maybe there's a littler corpse in
Let's
here.
take a look inside. I wonder if this key fits. There's a key
nice.
hidden inside. A very important one. Coils of rope. I wonder why we're keeping rope in the bedroom.
I wonder why.
note.
Looks like we got one last journal page, but
At least the view is nice from up here.
yeah, she gets to sit there looking at it. Can we tie her up?
That makes no sense.
Why do you think she keeps the rope in the bedroom? You know she's gonna chase after you and kill you. Some weird contact phrases. Nice.
Clara, it really is you. I was so certain I'd never see you again. You didn't wake up.
I woke up. I've been wandering lost ever since, trying to find out what's going on.
She is
How are you
into some
feeling?
kinky stuff.
Do you remember me?
I have no memories of you, or of myself. But I found some notes lying around. I can only assume you're the one called Belladonna?
I am Belladonna, murdered and reanimated by Dr. von Trauerschloss. At first a mindless mechanical doll, but I slowly regained control over my brain. And when the time was right, I broke free.
I saw the doctor's body.
Yes, I crushed his skull. Standing over his blood-soaked remains, I was free at last.
But where did I come
Still
from?
got that thing around your neck.
If he was dead, was it you who brought me back?
Yes, my love. You were the only thing on my mind as I stood there, alone and victorious. I had secretly watched the doctor's process, and I desperately wanted to believe that I could get you back. I unearthed your grave and carried your dead body down to the laboratory. I did everything right, to the smallest detail, but you didn't wake up. And my time was running out. I can't turn my own key, and now that I was alone in the castle, I knew my life force would run out quickly. But for all my effort, you remained dead, and with no one to keep me vital, I eventually sat down here and just stopped.
But I did wake up.
Yes, apparently you did. Your body had been in the ground for quite some time. Perhaps that made the reanimation process slower, but with your key powering your brain directly, you did not have to go through the drawn-out, sluggish wake-up. I take it your cognitive powers and language have been with you from the start.
Well, yes.
Excellent. Then I have even improved on the doctor's method, but I doubt independent thinking and free will was ever in his interest to reproduce.
Do you think you could do it again?
Create more of us, you mean? Yes, I hold the secret of life and death, and I plan to use it. The experimentations must continue.
And the two of us will
Yeah,
have
we're
no
all
place in
crazy
this
here.
world.
Quite right. So, we'll make us a place. Dead bodies will never be in short supply. We'll make more of our kind, a whole new race of the damned.
Oh, we're all
Where do we
psycho.
start?
I know for a fact that there's a fresh body lying out there in the Great Hall.
The doctor.
His flesh, at least. We won't be using his wretched brain. I've already destroyed it in any case. But the body will do. We will have to find a few other ingredients. Will you help me?
I think I found
I-
a couple.
Of course I will.
Thank you, my love. I'll carry the body down to the laboratory and start with the preparations, and in the meantime you can help me with a few other things. The doctor's brain is completely destroyed. I made sure of that. I don't think any of us want his villainous brain back
There's
amongst
a brain
us.
in the jar.
We're going to need to find a new one. Secondly, we will also need some clockwork parts. You have to
Some clockwork.
manufacture a force to keep the dead body going. Thirdly, not only the brain, but also the head and the cranium were damaged.
And there's a
If we
skull
can
in
find
the
a new
lab.
head, that would save a lot of reconstructing effort.
Clockwork?
Yes, we need something to supply the body with the force to move. We can't make the heart beat again, so we use the spring-loaded clockwork.
Okay.
I see.
Thank you.
Some things. On my way in here, I killed a cat. It was in my way and it felt so natural to just dispose of it. It worries me a bit.
How so?
I may have a functional brain, but what about A soul. Shouldn't there be something in me stopping me from hurting others? Or at least
Especially
making me
cats.
feel bad about it?
You're right. It did come very natural for me to murder my husband. But I'm not too worried about this. I have no desire to commit unnecessary killings, and I do have control over my actions.
I want to ask something.
I'm here for you.
I'll start looking.
Thank you.
That's a big wardrobe.
Now let's we can get in that grandfather clock and get the gears and this clockwork stuff. And bring Mr. Kitty along. That must be her. No, that's not her. Oh, he hid my inventory from me.
I see a lot of mechanical parts in there. I need to get them out somehow.
How about a screwdriver?
This faithful screwdriver will do the trick. Time to turn this old clock into a slightly peculiar wardrobe.
No, we just took the whole clockwork. Need the brain, the skull, those are both in the laboratory. What do I need the lantern for? Here, rat. Nope.
I'll call it Uric. A human skull or a paperweight. The body of a deranged murderer, the decomposed head of an old lady, the brain of a small child. How could this possibly go wrong?
Well, that was a great way of giving me a hint. Is there anything over here? No. Okay, we'll just go up here then. So I'm gonna use that skull, so I have to dig up I have to go into that mausoleum. Cut off that lady's head.
This is the nail from which I skillfully lifted the basement key.
Okay, it doesn't want me using the valve. Wait until Lord Gaben hears about that. Oh, doesn't want to go to the backyard. Go to the back. Go to the backyard. To the backyard. To the backyard. There we go. She does not like doing stuff. Man, can you guys shut up?
What a marvelous mausoleum. The plaque says Francisca Canosa. This must be the resting place of the lady from the portrait. Interesting, but no.
Can we use a bone saw to get in there?
I don't know why I thought that would work.
We use
That won't work.
rope.
That makes no sense. Nothing happens. I need something else.
Can't grab the shovel.
This stone is so old and the name is worn off.
Let's go find out what else we can find. Ask her about the head. Poor kitty. Maybe there's a rotting body.
Yes,
in there.
dear?
Will we need a
Yes, I've smashed up the head of Wolfram rather frivolously. I'm afraid it's beyond rescue. I was thinking of my grandmother, Francesca Canosa. I'm sure you've
I'll go take a look.
Thank you.
I'll start looking.
Thank you.
Alright, we gotta go back to the armor. Going to the armor, going to the armor. Wish there was a sprint button on you. Now we get to do this shit. Go down.
Belladonna was right. There is a secret switch behind Roland the Poet. It's too dark down there. I won't see my hands in front of me unless I light the crypt up first.
Okay, so I guess
I'll just tie this rope to the lantern.
that worked.
Yes, I can lower the lantern into the hole.
That was nice.
Amazing. I must be directly underneath the mausoleum in the cemetery.
Oh look, the last journal
I
page.
can't believe it. It's another letter. How did it end up down here?
We got them all.
Another angel. Are you the third sibling? What did you do to get put down here? Is your name Gwendolyn?
What would you
Here's
have done if it
Francisca's
replied?
coffin, but the lid is much too heavy for me to lift. Maybe I could break it open, but I'll need some sort of big hammer or mace for that. The things one does for love.
Really above
Now
us
to
all.
carefully remove the head. It's remarkably well preserved.
It's not creepy.
I'm so sorry.
Can we just reanimate her? Anything else to check out down here? Nope. Oh, she must have brought it down here. Where'd that blood come from?
Welcome to the Lab of Horrors.
I have Francisca's head.
Well done. Just give it to me and I will attach it to the...
I took some parts from the old clock.
Well done.
I found something else in the crypt. Another note. When I'd written myself.
What is the...
It's just. Forget it.
Yes.
I have the brain.
Well done. Please give it to me.
I'll get going. Don't you worry, little pile of flesh and bones. We'll soon have you up and walking again.
Oh, I have to actually give them to her.
Thank you, dear.
Nothing happens.
Not on the Iron Maiden.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. The creation is complete. All we need to do now is force life into these dead limbs. That big switch on the wall initiates the procedure. Will you have the honor, my dear?
Gladly.
Let's do it.
The time has come. I've wanted to pull this thing since the first time I saw it.
Oh my gosh.
It's alive.
It's alive! Oh, it doesn't even show me. It's really huge army of monsters. We just brought the cat back to life, I see. Alright, that was Belladonna. You guys have a great day, and I will probably do this again some other time.